All right, someone told me that I had stopped saying my intro. Right? They said, Queen, you got off saying your intro, so I'm gonna say it. Make sure that I say it for this live stream. Hello, 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 you all. Three hellos for some reason, right? So hello, hello, hello. There we go. So I got my other phone on as a monitor. Um, prophecy part two. Prophecy part two. Okay. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. Also, let me know what part of the world you are tuning in from. Drop your city, your state, or your country. And here lately, I have been really listening to a lot of prophets and prophetess, right? I'm seeing who is really hearing from God and this wealth transfer, right? The greatest wealth transfer of all times. Who is preparing the church and the people in general for this economic wealth transfer. And so YouTube does what it does, and it will feed different videos in my timeline, right? And I came across what's his name? I always told you all about Prophet Giles, right? Joshua Giles. He has been Bernard Jordan. Both of those have always been discussing and talking about and prophesying about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, right? And I came to hear them after I started talking about it in 2018. So Bernard Jordan. So I came. This video showed up in my timeline. Prophet Brian Carnes, I think is how you pronounce his name, right? Prophet Brian Carnes, and I hope Doge and Shiba Inu go parabolic. I've been telling people that Doge and Sheeb will be big factors as well. We know that, or maybe we don't know. I'm gonna tell you if you don't know that President Trump has already declared at the Bitcoin conference that Gary Gensler, he was going to one of the first things he was going to do after importing immigrants back out of the United States was to fire Gary Gensler. We know Gary Gensler has been suppressing SRP, right? We know Dogecoin and Shiba Inu will be accepted by banks. If you don't know, now you know. You heard it here at Queen 11. Will be suppressing Shiba Inu as well as Shiba Inu and Doge will be accepted as payments for mortgage and credit cards, payment by JP Morgan as well. So Doge and Shiba Inu, Trump, Elon Musk is still putting his stamp of approval behind it as well, right? San Francisco Bay Area, thank you, San Fran, for tuning in. You all, come on, show me some love. So let's listen to Prophet Brian Carnes' word, election in the state of America. Again, he was on it. I do want to ask you all, Celestial, don't be so hard on her. I'm telling you all that Kamala Harris will be president. She will run again for 2028, and she will. It's going to be turmoil within the first year. I'm gonna let you hear it. It's going to be turmoil for Trump. Coming in, but he will be a part of this economic reset. He will be a part of the dollar continuing to be devalued, right? And continue to be worth less and less. And he will be a part of ushering this new cryptocurrency. He also will be a part of war during his presidency. So let's listen in. I've had some issues lately of my videos that I've been playing at really, really fast speed. So I hope that does not happen with this video. So let me mute my mic to make sure also the Fed lowered interest rates. So I want you all to make sure that you have a 750 or above credit score, right? If not, I can help you with that. You text credit to 331-444-5556. Let's get those derogatories, collections, charge off, removed off of your credit report so that you can take advantage of these low interest rate and qualify credit wise. You know, my philosophy is to borrow money to buy assets, right? Borrow money Hello, hello, hello. I love it. I love it. I love it. Borrow money to buy assets, right? So as we listen to this again, if you are catching this live stream, drop your city and state and let me know what part of the world you are tuning in from.
Month of July, I went for a walk and I came in. And when I came in from that walk, I went into a trance. When I went into a trance, a man by the name of Philip Boston walked up to me. He's a gentleman I know from Jacksonville. He's actually a pastor. But when I was in school, he used to be my bus driver. He walked up to me and he told me three things. He said one thing, he said two things. And the two things that he told me came to pass. The second thing that he told me was something with Pastor Kim Daniels, and I hadn't spoken to her in a while. We mad at each other, so I hadn't spoken to her in a while. But we love each other. We just beefing. And she had, you know, that happens with your friends. You know, we love each other. We just beefing. So anyway, he told me something in the vision. He told me three things were gonna happen. The second thing, of course, was that Kim Daniels was gonna reach out to me concerning, and all of that happened. Told me something was gonna happen with Apostle Lever. That happened. And the third thing he said to me was, believe it or not, Trump is gonna win this election. That's what he said to me. Say with me. Clap it. Don't clap it here now. Praise the Lord. And now you don't. I won't. Now y'all know me.
Okay, it's still playing really fast. I don't like that. I don't like the way the sound is. Let me see if I can share the video. Okay, it's still playing really fast. I don't like that. I don't like the way the sound is. Let me see if let me cut this off. Let me see if I can just share the video and if it'll. I mean, if I can play it in the background and then you all can hear it better. That way. Let me try it this way. If not, I'm going to have to just translate this for you. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna translate it for you all because some reason it's not when it's playing the video, the volume is playing it really fast and it's it's um yeah, I know video issues, I know. So Prophet Brian Carnes, right, his address, and I don't know why it's doing it. I never had those problems. Um thank you, thank you. But what he said was, and I really wish you all could hear this without it playing it so fast. But he said that Trump will become the president. Um, let's see. I'm gonna try one more time. I just pushed the button one more time. If it don't work this time, then I'm just gonna translate the prophecy and put the link in the video so you all can hear. Let's try this one more time.
You know that happens with your friends. You know, we love each other. We just beefing. So anyway, um, he told me something in the vision. He told me three things were gonna happen. The second thing, of course, was that uh, Kim Daniels was gonna reach out to me concerning, and all of that happened. Told me something was gonna happen with Apostle Lever. That happened. And the third thing he said to me was, believe it or not, Trump is gonna win this election. That's what he said to me. Say with me. Clap it. Don't clap it here now. Praise the Lord.
Okay, so it's still playing fast. Okay. But anyway, he prophesied that Trump was going to win the election. But in this election win, within the first year, people will regret it. Right. Right. He also said that Kamala will win the popular vote. But I've always told you all, Presidents are selected, not elected. He also said Bitcoin is going to get 80,000, right? He says it's going to get up to 80,000. However, he's saying that it's going to crash. No, it's not messing with my video. When I did a live stream Monday on The Simpsons, it did the same thing. And that's why I don't know why it does that. It must be something in my settings. It had it playing really fast for The Simpsons as well, right? Um, and okay, Mike. Thank you for tuning in. Monroe, Louisiana, Pearl, Mississippi. So he's saying Bitcoin's going to hit 80. It's going to drop.
I'm telling you now, get you some Bitcoin. I can't tell you how to buy it because I don't know.
Bitcoin. He said, I can't tell you how to buy it. I don't know. That's what he's
Bitcoin
saying.
going all the way up to 80,000.
He said, showing him Bitcoin going all the way to 80,000.
It's going to fall.
And then it's going to fall.
The market is about to crash.
He said the real estate market, he's saying right now.
I told y'all that the government is going to purchase Tesla.
He said the government is going to purchase Tesla. Right. The government is going to purchase Tesla. Real estate is going to crash. Bitcoin is going to go to 80,000 to crash. All right, that's what he's saying. And let me show. Government, if you have Tesla stock, that may be good news for you. I'm mainly a cryptocurrency type person, right? But he said he told people to get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is here to stay. The government is going to start purchasing Bitcoin as well. He also said war within 1 year. Prophet's card says there will be war within 1 year. And people are going to regret their election of Trump. Now, I'm not telling people to be glad that this is going to be happening on Trump's watch. I told you all, it's going to happen on whoever watches president. It is inevitable. I go to scripture context of why this is going to happen on Trump's watch. And that's Genesis 15 and 13 and Acts 7 and 6. This is the time frame. We go off of the Roman calendar, right? We do not operate off the Gregorian calendar. And according to the Roman calendar, the 400 years of slavery of judgment times begin in the fourth quarter of this year, right? The fourth quarter of this year. The Roman calendar had less days than the Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar is the calendar that, we hang on our walls the 12 months of the year, 365 days of the year. Now, I mentioned that the rapture is not a word that is ever mentioned in the Bible. And some people say that they're waiting, they want a rapture. It amazes me that when famines happen in the Bible, and famines happen. First of all, let's make that point clear. Famines happen in the Bible. Economic reset happened. People got richer. Joseph was one of the ones that sold to the Egyptians. SOLD. He did not give it away. He sold to the people that was not prepared. So when you're not prepared, don't expect people to give you handouts. That's not biblical, right? So he sold to the ancient Egyptians, and he became richer, and that kingdom became richer during the famine. And the people that were not prepared, 5 foolish virgins, 5 wise, 5 foolish, Matthew 25, became poor. And that's what's going to happen is economic reset. How do you access the Roman calendar? That's a great question. I would just use Google at this point. I would just Google it. And, we have technology that can help us with everything. And I will also ask people to also know the Latin name for these months, right? The Latin names, like November is the Latin name is Novem, where we get the number 9. October, octagon, octopus. October is number 8. September 7th, August, right? 6 month. And so, this is where people really get confused with the timing of things, right? The timing of things. And so, with that being said, knowing these days, knowing the accuracy of seasons will help you. So someone mentioned to me First Corinthians and was it Second Thessalonians that mentioned the rapture in the Bible, an event where God snatches away believers. It's amazing to me. People never want to rapture until hard economic times come. As long as the economy is good, we don't want to rapture. We're good, But people experience famines in the Bible, and we are no different. First of all, there is no rapture mentioned in the Bible. In Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 15:15 and 1 Thessalonians 4, Corinthians is talking about a transformation of our physical bodies. And it did not say Jesus will come to earth. It said Jesus is going to meet us halfway. So he's not even coming to earth. In 1 Corinthians, you have to be able, people, the caught up moment, the twinkling of an eye, to interpret the Bible. The Bible is full of allegories and metaphors. Allegories is stories that the messages is hidden within the story, is hidden messages within storytelling, right? Like Noah's Ark never happened. Jonah, a man being in the belly of a great fish. The Bible did not even say a whale. It's a metaphorical, it's an allegory, hidden messages in that meaning. So the Greek word in 1 Thessalonians, to seize, to snatch away, caught up, relates to the hope of the resurrection of all believers who have died will simultaneously, instantly transform into glorified bodies while they are still alive, right, at the return of Jesus in the sky. Now, Revelation talks about Jesus coming through great white horse again, returning to earth to war. And why is he warring? Because of the treatment of his people. Revelation 4:1, because of the treatment of Israel. He told us in Genesis, or the Bible states in Genesis 7:11, never again will the earth be destroyed with flood, but it will be with fire and brimstone. So when people say, oh, I can't wait till Jesus return, when he comes all the way to earth, he's coming back to war that time. He's coming back to war. Why is he coming back to war? Why is he coming to the cloud? Why did they teach you the rapture? Because they don't want you to know what the second coming is really about. So they put it in Hollywood movies. They lied to you. They gave you a fake image. The only thing First Thessalonians and First Corinthians is talking about is glorified bodies where we would be transformed in the twinkling of an eye. And Jesus will not even come all the way to the earth realm. But in Revelation, it's talking about the wrath coming for unbelievers. And he's coming for this church and the bride of the Lamb. And his wrath will be poured out to an unbelieving world. And he's coming with fire and brimstone. And he's coming also for the treatment of his people, Israel. 1 Thessalonians 4 is talking about the resurrection of saints, bodily resurrection. Jesus won't even be coming to earth on them. The twinkling of an eye, you have a transformation, a transformed body. Now, let's get back into this economic system. So he said within a year, there will be war. And then really people are really going to think it's because the Bible states there will be wars and rumors of wars in the last days. We are in the ending of times. We are at the ending of an economic era. And I know that the audio is playing really fast, but just This is going to make you listen even slower. It's not, it's some technical error on my end, but listen to this. This is Trump address at the Bitcoin conference in Tennessee this year.
Going to the moon, as we say, it's going to the moon. I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen. The moon. Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say, it's going to the moon. I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen. No.
Trump said Bitcoin is going to the moon. President Karn said Bitcoin is going to go to 80,000 and crash. When he say crash, I'm not seeing a big crash like under 70,000 again. Historically, whatever Bitcoin price on the day of election, it does not, we don't ever see it below those levels again, right? So I'm not predicting to see Bitcoin again under 70K. I am expecting to see Ethereum to begin to start its all-time high runs beginning in 2025 in the new year. We're going to see, as Gary Gensler is fired by Trump, XLM, XRP, XDC take off. You also have ADA that's going to do its thing. We also going to have some meme coins. Solana is probably going to most definitely 5x and 10x from here as well. Chainlink is the oracle. I've never forgotten about these OGs. And what I'm going to do, you know, for a lot of people who are just understanding or the newbies to Bitcoin, is I'm going to revise my book, The Queen of Crypto. I'm going to revise that and update it for 2025 for the bull run, right? Yes, like Enoch that was caught up in the rapture. He was just transformed. He just left here. He just was gone. But it does say that our bodies will be transformed. Our bodies will be transformed. So that means we're still going to be here on earth. Our body's going to be a new body. You know, Revelation talks about a new heaven and new earth. Did not say just totally done away with. Like, it's a reason why the Bible does not talk about dinosaurs and things like that of that nature in depth, because if you don't believe there was something before Genesis 1:1, then you're that's not true, right? There was something that exists, right? For Genesis 1:1, before Genesis 1:1, right? And so, with that being said, there was this old heaven and earth won't ever just totally be done away with. Now, my other news, if I didn't share this with you all, because I go back and forth between crypto and Christ in the Bible, the Federal Reserve cut interest rates. I'm telling you all, now is the best time to get your credit fixed. Borrow money to buy assets. Credit is a form of capital. It is income if you use it correctly. If you use it correctly. If you don't use it to get things that depreciate in value but appreciate, right? And so with that being said, yeah, lower interest rates. So you're going to have better credit card offers. I have credit card offers right now up to 0% for 1 year, for up to 1 year. And that's it. That's all I have. Hello, Judith. I'm so glad you're able to catch this live stream. I want to live stream again when I find out whatever the technical difficulty is with my sound and why it makes that sound. But I'm encouraging you all to go to my YouTube and watch the Ronald Reagan address. Watch the Ronald Reagan address. Also, Popcat. This is just coming to me. Popcat meme coin is BNB is purchasing a lot of Popcat meme coin in their exchange. So you have a lot of well, not a lot, but some cat meme coins. Let me look at it. Pop cat. Cat in a Doll's World. Just SPX 6900. These are on the Solana chain. These cat coins, Pop Cat XPX 6900, Cat in a Doll's World, Doge. Those meme coin. Take notation of them. Take note. Keep an eye on them. Again, BNB has purchased a lot of Pop Cat, so I added some Pop Cat to my portfolio as well. Another video, I want you all to go to my channel. You all know what song I have in my head right now for some reason. Moneybag Yo. Whiskey, whiskey, won't you go away? I don't know why. That's in my head. Now, this is going to play really, really fast, but it's on my YouTube channel, right? This is Prophetic. This is Prophetic. Ronald Reagan won America in 1964. $15 billion worth of gold and own none of it. Jackie says yes. Thank you, Mike from Monroe and Pearl, Mississippi.
Following pre-recorded political program.
Thank you and good evening. The sponsor has been identified, but unlike most television programs, the performer hasn't been provided with a script. As a matter of fact, I have been permitted to choose my own words and discuss my own ideas regarding the choice that we face in the next few weeks. I have spent most of my life as a Democrat. I recently have seen fit to follow another course. I believe that the issues confronting us cross party lines. Now, one side in this campaign has been telling us that the issues of this election are the maintenance of peace and prosperity. The line has been used, we've never had it so good. But I have an uncomfortable feeling that this prosperity isn't something on which we can base our hopes for the future. No nation in history has ever survived a tax burden that reached a third of its national income. Today, 37 cents out of every dollar earned in this country is the tax collector's share. Dollar earned in this country is the tax collector's share.
Okay, he said 37 cents of every dollar earned in this country is the tax collector's share. Of every dollar in this country is the tax collector's share.
Foreign dollar claims are $27.3 billion. And we've just had announced that the dollar bigger than all the combined debts of all the nations of the world. We have $15 billion in gold in our treasury. We don't own an ounce. Foreign dollar claims are $27.3 billion.
Okay, foreign dollar claims 27 point. What did it say? 3 billion? Yeah, $27.3 billion, $15 billion gold worth of gold in our treasury. We don't own an ounce. 37 cents of every dollar earned. This is 1964. It goes to taxes. People, $17 million a day that the government was spending then, and it has not gotten any better. He also said that there has been no audit done on the America's Treasury in years. No audit done, and that hasn't changed since 1964. So the gold that we have in Fort Worth, whatever we have, we don't know. This have been the audit, so people really don't know the amount, right? The reason why they're guarding Fort Worth is because these foreign dollar claims, these other countries want the gold because it's their money. See, when they send their commodities to the United States, when it's exported, whether it's soybeans, rice, food, agriculture, oil, gold, silver, that's precious, hardcore commodities, right? Well, United States, they said, we don't want your dollars anymore. We want commodity for commodity, right? And so this is why Nixon in 1971 removed the dollar from the gold standard, because Spain was on their way on warships with a shipload of United States cash. And they said, you know what? We want the gold. And Nixon got word of it, right? And and so they couldn't convert those cash dollars into gold. Saddam Hussein said, I'm not exchanging my oil anymore for United States dollar. It's devaluing. We don't want that paper currency anymore. And the United States took care of that military wise. Well, now these countries are joining in. This is what this war is going to be about. And this is one of the reasons why I go 11-11, just one of the reasons. I text someone near and dear to me today, and I told him, I said, God speaks to me through nature and through numbers. And 11-11, Deuteronomy 1-11, may the Lord thy God, the God of our ancestors, bless you, increase you 1,000 times more. And then you have Deuteronomy 11-11 that talks about 11 promises of John. Deuteronomy 1-11, may the Lord thy God, the God of our ancestors, bless you and increase you. And then we have the crossing. I think that's where they're giving where Joseph is given 3 days to possess the land. So many, and then we have John 1-11. Lazarus is asleep, but I am here to wake him. That's the awakening number as well. The awakening number as well. And JFK, Executive Order 111, the removal of suppression, right? The removal of suppression. And he wanted to bring silver back to the gold standards. And he wanted sound money. See, when government money fails, God's money, gold, silver, copper, will prevail. Let me say that again for the people in the nosebleed seats, right? For the people in the back row. When government's money fails, God's money will prevail. We also have Executive Order 11110, which was to print silver certificates. Let me show you all that as well. JFK. Numbers mean something. Numbers mean something. Numbers carry hidden messages. Jesus taught in concepts of 10, right? 5 foolish and 5 wise, right? The 10 silver coins, right? Jesus fasted for 40 days. He died and rose 3 days. Died and rose within 3 days. The children of Jericho were given instructions to march around Jericho 7 times. Numbers carries vibration and frequency. That's why the number 7 means divine transition. And in doing that 7 times, the walls of Jericho came crumbling down. President Trump, 45th president, 4 plus 5 is 9. 47th president, 4 plus 7 is 11. 9/11. Emergency. This is an emergency. Our economic system is changing, and it's going to happen. 2025 is going to be the year that the transformation, like the Twin Towers, come tumbling down. Right? 2025, that equals to 9. 9 means that which is hidden, that which is concealed will be revealed. 9 is the number of truth. In Genesis 1-4, the first time 9 is mentioned, it is mentioned as a good thing. The 9th hour of prayer is mentioned in Acts 3:1. So like a pregnant woman, we are entering to the truth era in 2025. That which is concealed is revealed. Executive Order 11110. And this is the silverback. Silver money, the authority, He wanted JFK. No secret why he was assassinated, and wanted to bring sound money back, silverbacks. Abraham Lincoln called it greenbacks. It had nothing to do with Abraham wanting to free the slaves. No, he wanted to bring sound money back. And he was assassinated as a result. And this is why I seriously tell people to pray for Trump. Because he's going to come in and bust up Gary Gensler. He's going to come in and pump cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And he's going to transition out this old economic system. And he's going to invoke war for the countries that are dumping the United States dollar. Now, they're going to tell you war is for another reason, but I'm telling you, that is the reason for war. Okay, you all, thank you all for tuning in. You all should be able to go to millimoves.com. That's the name of the website to get your at cost silver and copper. Silver, there's a global shortage on copper, and silver is the most undervalued asset in the world. So go there while it is cheap, while it is affordable, while silver is still suppressed at under $40 an ounce, and copper is still less than a Happy Meal, like $3 per ounce for copper. You want to stack up on the tangible. We know the cell phones have, AT&T have been giving us issues out this year. You just don't want to depend on money in your phone. You want to have money in your hand as well. And what I mean by money is God's money, not government's, not paper money. Most people have worked all their lives and never held real money in their hand. Okay, you all, until the next live stream, make sure you subscribe to me. Hit the thumbs up on this video. If you're watching this replay, let me know what part of the world you are tuning in from. And you all, let's get prepared for the greatest web transfer of our time. And until the next live stream, Queen out. Have a great rest of your day.